Thanks for joining me for TCM Imports this week. I'm Alicia Malone, and tonight's double feature highlights two stories about women in the oldest profession in the world. Soon we'll see Lola from Germany in 1981, directed by Rainer Werner Fassbinder. But first, from Japan in 1952, directed by Kenji Mizoguchi, it's The Life of Oharu. Kenji Mizoguchi was a director who often focused on the struggles of women in his films, sympathizing with their efforts to live freely within Japanese society. He made several movies about sex workers, including our film. Set in feudal Japan, the story follows Oharu's tragic fall from grace as she transitions from an imperial lady-in-waiting to a street sex worker. This is intense drama, but it also includes many comedic moments. The title character is brilliantly portrayed by Kinuyo Tanaka, who depicts her over a 30-year span. Tanaka was a key collaborator with Kenji Mizoguchi, appearing in 15 of his films from 1944 to 1954. She was a well-known actress in Japan, and after World War II became Japan's first post-war goodwill ambassador to the United States, traveling across the country for 3 months in 1949. The Life of Oharu gave Tanaka an opportunity to play a more complex adult role, and this film was the first of Mizoguchi's to attract international attention, introducing audiences worldwide to his work. The Life of Oharu won the International Award at the Venice Film Festival, and Mizoguchi won the Silver Lion Award for 2 films that followed The Life of Oharu, Ugetsu from 1953 and Sancho the Bailiff from 1954. Let's get to it, also with Toshiro Mifune from 1952. This is The Life of Oharu. One signature of director Kenji Mizoguchi was his use of long takes, which you just saw in The Life of Oharu. Reportedly, there are only 197 shots in the 133-minute film, and some of those shots are highly complex tracking shots. They required Mizoguchi to choreograph his actors carefully and work closely with his cinematographer, Yoshimi Hirano. The Life of Oharu reached the United States 12 years after its release in Japan, but the reviewer in the New York Times called it as obvious and lachrymose as a soap opera. Many years later, in 2012, Roger Ebert wrote a more positive review. While he said it was, quote, the saddest film I've ever seen about the life of a woman, he praised the way Mizoguchi avoided sensational story climaxes with his attentive use of period locations, costumes, and rituals. Also noting that, quote, years before the rise of feminism in the West, the great directors of Japan were obsessed with the lives of women in their society. No woman in a Japanese film that I have seen is more tragic and unforgettable than Oharu. Well, don't go anywhere, because after this break on TCM Imports, we'll see another drama about a sex worker. This one is a candy-coloured German film directed by the great Rainer Werner Fassbinder.
Next on TCM, Lola, then Ring of Fire, and later Manhunt. TCM is hot on your heels today.